Hi, friends, family, YouTube. This is going to be the first video of the kind of process of all this cancer stuff. So, I'm gonna give you a timeline and all the information I know, and then as updates come along, I'll make more videos for more updates. Um, so we'll just get right into it for the sake of brevity. So I first noticed pain early October, kind of shooting up in the abdominal area, kind of coming from my hernia scar, and I thought that was kind of weird, and I don't know, I wasn't sure. So I had remembered there was this Deadpool video for checking yourself. So I looked that up, followed it through, and I found a lump. It was about the size of my thumbnail. So I was like, huh, that's weird. And then the pain went away, and I was just kind of wondering what the deal would be with that. So I made an appointment, and October 8th, I went saw the doctor. He said he didn't feel anything, there's probably nothing there, and that any chance of like cancer or anything was extremely rare. And I'm like, okay, so what do I do? Well, if it does get bigger, come back. Um, so by November 24th, it had grown a lot. It was bigger than my thumb. Um, and I went to the doctor, and he says he still didn't feel anything. I mean, it was really obvious there was something there, and he said he didn't feel anything. So, but he's like, if it makes you feel better, I'll schedule an ultrasound. So he scheduled an ultrasound, and I was getting that December 6th. You know, from October 6th to December 6th to get an actual scan. Got the ultrasound, and he looked at it, and a couple days later, and said that recommended to go see a urologist. I didn't realize that he would refer anybody, but by the time the day that I had made an appointment that day, and I was able to go see a urologist on December 17th. And on December 17th, I got the other doctor's recommendation for a urologist. And by then, it was the size of two thumbs. And that the urologist I saw was like, yeah, there's definitely something there. And along with these scans, most likely it's cancer, because usually it is cancerous. And the 10% chance that it's not cancerous, it ends up becoming cancerous. So he says that's got to go. And then we got to schedule a CT scan to make sure that it has not spread throughout your body. Stage 2. So got that scheduled, and he was saying that it needed to be done fast. So this was on December 17th. On December 21st, I was in for my CT scan, got the scan, and then the next day I was there for surgery, December 22nd, to get it removed. The entire tumor, the whole right testicle gone. And right before the surgery, he talked to me about the CT scan, and he pointed out that it did spread to my lymph nodes, which are like in here. I think there's like 5 or 6 lymph nodes that have it. They're supposed to be less than a centimeter in width, and they are bigger than that. The biggest one being 1.9 centimeters. At least at that time. They're probably a little bigger now. I don't know. So got the scan, got the surgery, and then so the last 2 weeks I've been recovering from the surgery. Yesterday went in for consultation on chemotherapy. Let's see. Oh, also, because I've had hernia surgery. So what's weird is they don't want to cancer. If you give it an opening, it will spread to other areas. So that's why they use my hernia scar to access down there and grab and pull it through there. It's pretty nasty. But by opening up blood veins and whatnot and stuff, it could spread. And having hernia surgery, there's openings, and so there's lymph nodes in my iliac region. That's like in your hips. Some of those lymph nodes are corrupted, but it doesn't change what needs to be done. It's just the only reason they're spread there is because the hernia surgery gave them the opening to spread. It's like, oh, here's a pathway, I can go this way. Testicular cancer is pretty easy to catch because it's very evident early on. I mean, this whole thing, by the time I had surgery, it was the size of an egg. It's huge. But I mean, I could have, and it was extremely painful. I will say it was extremely painful. And that could have been avoided if I had been able to move this process along a little sooner. And maybe even chemotherapy could have been avoided if this process could have happened a little sooner. But yeah, now I have to get chemotherapy, and that's going to be a total of 9 weeks. So what I found out in the consultation is it's 3 sessions, 3 weeks each. The first week of each session is 8-hour sessions. Chemo, and be sitting there with an IV for 8 hours a day. I think that's 5 days. Yeah, 5 days of chemo. They got all these different kinds of. This is what he wrote down. Those are the kinds of chemicals that are going in my body. It's non-seminoa, stage 2A. That's what the doctor wrote down for me. And then the following 2 weeks, I go in for 1 day each. And then once that session's over, then it starts over again. If you know that I don't like needles, some of you know how much I don't like needles. Yeah, it's going to be 25 stabs in 9 weeks because I also am going to get 4 blood draws. Yeah, that's going to be great. Right now, I'm not feeling a whole lot of pain. I mean, I have some discomfort inside, and probably just psychologically thinking about those lymph nodes. I mean, it's like I feel like I can feel them, but it could just be in my head. Overall, from what I understand, is cancer is relatively painless, except when it's swelling up and pushing on other things that it's not supposed to be pushing on. That's what kind of hurts. And I don't know. Once it gets pretty big, that's when it starts hurting. So the chemotherapy starts next week, and that would be the week of January 10th, 2022. Sometime that between the 10th and the 14th is when I'm going to be starting. So I don't know the exact schedule yet. I imagine that'll be coming in the next couple days. Yeah, stage 2A, fairly early. It's just the beginning stages of stage 2. It goes stage 2A, B, and C. It goes to stage 3. I think he said 3C is like the worst. So we're good. Pretty far from that. I'm not sure what the non-seminoa or seminoa whatever is, but I haven't looked into that yet. But I have the actual type of cancer I have is called embryonal carcinoma. Let me read that again. Test results, pathology. Embryonal carcinoma. Yeah. Yeah, there's no personal information there, but yeah. Frozen section not taken. Huh. Interesting. But yeah, they took it out, they cut it up, and did their pathology on it, and then they donated the remains to science. So hopefully that'll help other people. I don't know. How do you prevent it from happening to you? check yourself. Go get scans. Use your insurance. It's fine. Just, I don't know. I guess it can happen to anybody. I mean, I've heard that it's not rare, and I've heard that it's rare. If you got a lot of cancer in your family, you're probably better off just getting yourself scanned and checked out. Um, it's not fun. I'm gonna be losing a lot of money not working, and yeah, I got a lot to figure out. And I just kicked out a roommate too, so I need to go find another roommate. See, and I think that's it. So if you have any questions, just ask, and I'll accumulate those and answer them in the next video. Thanks, guys.